Very warm welcome back to the Media studio here at the hotel. Sebastian Amos joins us. Hi, Sebastian.
Hey, Regan. Hi.
Great, with Team Germany, the backup crew. You've got your headquarters, what, about 10 minutes away?
Yeah, I think 5 kilometers away. So,
Who's up there right now?
well, there's a bunch of people working for our team. Max, our backup, no, not backup, but our meteorologist,
Yeah.
who's working on NOAA calculations, and he's in contact with a professional weather guy in Germany. And there's also my dad. He's responsible for tactics and ballast measurement, and see what's possible, make another night, make another night. So how's life there in the basket? Yeah,
There's a lot to talk about. Let's go to the screen if we can, Sebastian, and talk us through a little bit what's happening. Let's start with this group here and your 3 German teams. What's going on over here at the moment?
Well, I think this group, their intention was to catch up the wind change.
Yeah.
So that was calculated yesterday. The wind are changing and then going more north and then more northeast to Poland. But the complete weather system was calculated wrong, and this turning is away. So right now, everybody's flying to the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
And where there are a few other possibilities, catching wind up more north, catching wind up more south. We saw a possibility that it's complete changing to south and then flying again to Italy, and also a possibility changing, going more north and then to Poland. So from now, everything is possible. Or just go, I think Bordeaux is more to the west here.
Yes.
So fly to Bordeaux and then you are in front, and then the other needs to catch you.
So look, that's what we've got left before they hit the
I
water.
think Bordeaux is around here.
Yeah.
So, well, if you can get to Bordeaux and you are calculating on a wind change, then you first have to go all the way back north of Switzerland. You're losing kilometers, and then after Switzerland you come to Germany, and then it's possible to get more. But nobody knows if the wind change comes or not. And as I said, there's also a possibility that the wind can turn south and then flying also back. The Pyrenees are here. Yeah, north of the Pyrenees, and then flying back to Italy and try to get them there.
As we always want to remind you, it's all about the furthest in a straight line, isn't it? That's how it's calculated from the takeoff point.
Yes, it's a straight line. It's not the flight line.
You can't go round and round and round in circles.
No, so it's a straight line, yes.
What about France 1 and Swiss 2? What's happening over here?
Well, they have a quite good position. They are more north, and yeah, I think they are also fighting and waiting how the wind system is developing during the night or during the next day. But there's also a possibility that you can reach the coast in the night.
Yeah.
Well, and night landings are not the best way, so...
I saw your comments on Facebook about that earlier.
Yeah. There was a comment on Marcus, yeah. He said night landings are possible and maybe not so dangerous, but from my point of view, yeah, night landings are dangerous. So if it's possible, avoid the night landing. And also the coast of France at the Atlantic is not the very easy area. Right. Yeah, so a lot of power plants there, and coastline is not so easy. So also wind is at the coast a little bit more. Yeah, so I think in the next 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, we see how the weather is developing, and then waiting one more night, and then we will know how the wind is developing.
Talking earlier with the Czech team, which landed. He said they landed in 45 knots of wind.
Oh, really? They did?
That sounds like
45 knots of wind.
That's what he said it was.
Where they landed?
Where were they?
Check.
There,
They landed here.
Or it might be 45 kilometers. But it's still fast.
Yeah, so 45 knots with a gas balloon. But no, they won't be here then. So I don't think so.
Also, maybe it was a translation, or maybe I got it wrong.
Maybe 45 kilometers per hour.
Maybe 45 kilometers.
Yeah,
but it's still fast landing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so the Japanese team in the Rhone Valley, they could face to these conditions. That's one of the reasons why they landed very early.
Right.
The Rhone Valley is popular for very strong winds, above 50 knots. So.
And is this Poland too? We've got just here, just behind the Czechs. They're still in play, are they?
Yeah,
Poland too.
So right now I can say that was the tactic of all the teams, nearly all the teams. They want to fly to the west and wait for the wind changing, but there was no wind changing. And Poland too. I don't know how they did it, but they waited there. Yeah. And right now they are flying a very different system than anybody else. They're flying a Cameroon gas balloon. And this balloon is also good for 50, 60, 70 hours. I remember a flight where they flew about 60. So enough time to wait. And
We were talking to their meteorologist the day before the launch, and he was saying this was the tactic they were looking at: staying there overnight, staying for like 24 hours, and then waiting for this north wind.
yeah,
So Russia won. It looks like they're either down or on the way down, does it?
yeah, I don't know. I think they are still flying right now. Yeah, but I know the pilot very good, and well, he owns a house south of his position at the Koma See.
We talked about that.
Yeah, maybe he wants to go home and have a nice coffee tomorrow morning.
Apparently it's a nice house, eh?
I think so. It's a nice house, yes. So yeah, maybe have a nice coffee tomorrow morning on his terrace next to the Koma See, and then coming back to Bern for the prize giving. So
Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit on the eastern end of the action and see what's going on there. You were telling me about Poland 1 and the USA 2 team. They know each other? They've worked together before?
oh yes, they know each other very well. So Christoph Sappert from Poland 1 and Andy Caton from USA 2, they are very good friends. They make several long, huge flights together in Albuquerque. I remember a flight last October at the America Challenge. They flew about 3,000 kilometers, I think. So, and yeah, they are tough guys, tough pilots. They keep fighting until the last piece of sand. They both are popular for that. So even if yeah, you're at the minimum ballast for another night, they try to get another night. So, and they have a good team, background team. And from my point of view, they are working together, have the same strategy. And well, from the Germany 1 team view, you always look what's around. And I saw the chase crew of Poland 1 with their car still on the parking space here in Bern. So it seems that they are flying one more other night. And
Interesting race, eh? I mean, you've seen a lot of Gordon Bennett's over the years. How many have you been involved in now?
well, this is my, let me think, 25th, I think. So my dad did 26 participations, and I missed just one race. It was also started in Switzerland from Wiel, where he flew 92 hours. And well, that's my 25th race where I at the opening and at the launch field, and yeah.
And how does this one stack up? It seems quite an interesting one.
Yeah, it is interesting, yeah, for sure. So there were not many races where we have this different wind directions. So I remember a few races where we have something, yeah, nearly so. The winner landed in Malmö, the second landed in Austria. So, yeah, we think that is due to the Alps. Yeah, different wind changes and the Alps making their own weather and blocking systems. Well, but very interesting. And I think from today's view, everything is possible.
All open for the championships.
Yes.
Good stuff. Anything else you want to add about what we've seen? I think down here, Australia were going for it, then they landed there, and Austria 1, are they down now? Have they landed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Austria 1 is also down, yeah.
Swiss 3, of course, they
Swiss 3,
landed.
yes, this morning. Australian 1, yeah. They also landed, yeah.
Yeah, they were up in the lead for quite a while, so that would have been a good few hours for them. All right, so that's our little update on what's happening right now. We must say about Germany 3, their first flight, Ben and Matthias.
Yes.
And Ben's from a third generation of pilots.
Yeah. Benedikt Munz is a third generation pilot. There are not so many in the world, but his father and his grandpa also Gasballon pilots. And yeah, the third generation balloonist from Stuttgart, Ballonsportgruppe Stuttgart, yeah. And I think they are in the lead right now.
Can we zoom in a little bit?
No, they were in the lead, but
see if we can get in a little bit closer.
I think it's changing the whole time with Germany 3 and France 3. I don't see the crown on it right now, but yeah.
Oh, would there normally be a crown for the leader? Oh, we can have a look at it. There we go.
They are right now in fourth, but there's not a big difference, no. 498 to 467, so everybody's close together.
All to play for. Sebastian, thanks for your time.
Yes, you're very welcome.
We'll be back shortly, actually, with a live call through to Thomas, who's one of the organisers of the Night Glow, which is happening here on the launch field tonight. From Sebastian and me, we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.